Hola, welcome to my first video. This is Cash in Spanglish. My name is Sai. I am 41 years old and I am from very sunny Puerto Rico. The reason why my channel is called Cash in Spanglish is because Spanish is my first language and I'll probably go into Spanish sometimes, and I'm sorry if I do. I'll try to put subtitles or something. But that is just, that's how I live. I speak both languages, mostly Spanish at home. So you'll probably hear me, go into Spanish sometimes. All of my envelopes are labeled in Spanish, and I'll translate that for you. Also, I have noisy neighbors and they have dogs as well. So you'll probably hear them, or you can hear the birds, singing outside. So I do apologize if that is a little bit bothersome. So, like I said, I'm 41 years old. I am married. We don't have any children, so it's just the two of us at home. My husband does have an adult son, and he's married and has a daughter. So I did acquire a son, a daughter-in-law, and a grandchild through marriage, and I'm very happy about that. We are a low-income family, so we don't stuff a lot of money into our envelopes. I have my iPad over here just so that I can remind myself of the things I want to say because I'm a little bit nervous and I will probably forget. So I have some notes over here on my right. So we are a low income family and I have been using the cash envelope system for about a year now. So back in, I would say, maybe February, March of last year, I started looking at videos and just trying to find ideas to, better work with my finances, with my low income, and how to, make it stretch out, I would say, just make it last, and how to save and also just cover all my expenses and how to budget. And I just, I went into a rabbit hole of that for a few weeks, and then I found this community which, I fell in love with, and I've been using this system now since then. So I do my cash stuffings at home, which I don't record. I haven't been recording for this whole time, but so I'm gonna start doing it on video now. That's the only difference. As far as everything else, it'll stay the same. It's what I've been doing for a year now. So as far as what I will share all of my sinking funds, my long term and short term, my personal sinking funds. I will not share anything that I do with my husband's money. So I won't share our rent, our tithe, or any bills. I do that just to protect his privacy because I am the one making videos, not him. And I feel like, he deserves to have his privacy protected. But I would not share that anyway because I do not cash stuff those types of expenses. They just come out of my account. As far as my rent, I am 1 month ahead in rent. So at the beginning of this month, I took out the rent for next month, and I do have it here just because I don't want to spend it. So if I leave it in my bank account, I could spend it. I'm honest with myself about that. So I do have it here, but it's just for safekeeping until next month comes around. Then I'll deposit it and pay our rent. So as far as my sinking funds, they are my personal debts and my personal expenses. I do have my binders here. I'm gonna go through them and just explain what every single envelope is for. I'm sorry if my accent is hard to understand. I hope not. And I do talk a little fast sometimes. So if that's a problem, just tell me in the comments and I'll try to, be a little bit more relaxed and, speak a little bit slower. Um, so yeah, these are my two binders. So I'm gonna put this one aside for now and just, go into this one. Um, like I said, all my envelopes are labeled in Spanish, but I will translate for you. So this is, I'm trying to put this in the middle of the shot. I'm sorry, but when you're new at this, you'll make some mistakes. So this is deuda. It means debt. So this is for personal loan. As far as debt, that I have acquired after marriage, we've already paid that off, thankfully, and it was just one, and we paid that off recently. So we don't have any debt right now as far as my husband and I, for both of us. But I do have a personal loan. So I'll have a little story time, just, 1 minute. Um, Back in 2017, we had Hurricane Maria rip literally through Puerto Rico, and so the whole island was pretty much destroyed. We had no power for 8 months to maybe a year and a half for some people. So we started getting power back gradually, but then some people just didn't get it back until a year and a half later, which is incredibly sad. But anyway, so about 4 months after the hurricane, I decided that I wanted to get my mom and myself out of this islands because we were sick of not having power, and it was just really straining on our, mental health. So I made a loan so we could move to Florida, which we did. And then I stayed in Florida until I got married, and then we decided to come live in Puerto Rico, which has been pretty much restored after the hurricane, thankfully. So this is for that loan, which I made before I got married. So I paid for it myself. Not that my husband would not help me pay for it. I'm sure he would, but I decided to pay for it myself. So this loan is with a credit union. They debit the loan payment every month, at the beginning of every month from my account, but this is for extra payments. So I have it with me because with this credit union, I can't do the extra payments online. I have to walk in personally into the bank, and bring the money, and I don't want to do that every month. So I just have it with me, and in April I should have $932 in here, which will be what is owed in April. So in April, it would, I could pay off the $932 and this loan will be paid off. So I have two more payments to go, and then I pay it off in April, and I hope I explained that correctly and you could understand it. Diezmo is my tithe. So this is not actually the tithe that I bring to the church. This is just money that I put aside for charity. So if my church is having a fundraiser, or any other church, or if I need to buy something like for the children's ministry, which, I lead the children's ministry at my church, I'll take it from here. So it's labeled diezmo, which means tithe, but it's actually like, for giving and charity. Gustitos is my self-care envelope. So I'll use this to get my nails done, and if I want to buy something for myself, I do need to get them done hopefully within the next week or so. Sometimes I don't put enough in here because I just can't. And but if I don't, I'll take it out for my spending money, and that's that. So I also want to say, speaking about this, I do have an Etsy store, which I opened before I started a YouTube channel. I think, I might have done it the wrong way around. But I do have an Etsy store. I've only had a couple of sales. It's only printables right now because I'm just not comfortable with making envelopes and physical items. I'm just not very good at it, yet. I have to practice. I did make my own envelopes though. And so I hopefully my store will start making some sales in the future, and if that happens, then I'll be able to put more into my self-care and also my savings challenges, which I'll talk about, in a little bit. So hogar is home, and this is for home decor, paper towels, toilet paper, stuff like that for the actual home. If I don't have enough in here, again, I'll just take it from my spending money, and that's that. So miscellaneous. This is just, a buffer basically. Regalos is gifts. So this is for birthdays and Mother's Day, Father's Day, those types of gifts. Not for Christmas. Ropa is clothing. This should be part of my self-care, and this label is crooked. I am aware of that. There's nothing in there, as you can see. Well, it's see-through, but there's nothing in there. Suscripciones is subscriptions. my goodness, my Puerto Rican accent. So subscriptions, and that is Spotify, YouTube. Yeah, I do have YouTube. What is it called? Premium Plus something, because I don't enjoy ads, and so that way I know that my view is contributing to the person without me having to watch the ad. So what else comes out of here? It's Spotify, it's YouTube, Netflix, a couple things. I can't remember them all right now, but yeah. Vehículos, it's for my car, so car maintenance, my registration, and I do have an older car. Well, it's not that old. It's 2011. So it does require, maintenance and parts sometimes. So this is gastar is spending. So this is spending money. So at the beginning of every month, I try to put money in here, and then I'll give it to myself during the month. So I won't spend it all at one time. And I'll just try to pretend that it's not here. And I'll also try not to spend it because I will fund my 100 envelope challenge with this money. This is my rent. And depositar is deposit, which is just, whenever I need to bring money to the bank. So I use my credit card for most of my expenses, like my bills, my purchases, because I get rewards. I get cash back, and that cash back, I use it for my Christmas fund. I don't use it, for credit on the card. I use it for Christmas funds. So sometimes, like, I'll buy something for myself from this envelope with my credit card, and then I'll unstuff from here and put it in this envelope, and then later in the week or in the month I'll go to the bank, deposit it, and pay off the card. And I do have a couple of blank envelopes just in case I need any new categories in the future. And then this is my long term. So I actually might not divide my envelopes like other people do, and that's okay. Each person has their own way of budgeting, and every single way is okay because it's whatever works for your family and yourself. So this is savings. Now, this is my personal savings. Like, our savings are joint savings with my husband. I won't share that, like I said before, for his privacy. But this is mine. I do not put a lot into it because we are low income, but I do put as much as I can. Like, every extra dollar goes in there. Canva, I pay $120 a year for my Canva subscription. I have a problem with that word. So I pay $120 a year for Canva. It'll come out in September, so I'm slowly building up to the $120. Before September, I should have it all in there. Emergency fund, I'm building up to $1,000. I was close to $1,000 before, and then life happened and we had to spend most of it. So I'm building it up once again. Hopefully this year we'll have the full 1,000 in there. Ojitos is eyes, and it's for my lenses. So I have a condition in my cornea. The name I can't pronounce. If I remember, I'll just put it on the screen because it's just very hard to pronounce. And I use special scleral lenses for this condition. They are $2,500, and I have to get them replaced every 5 years. So I just got the ones I have. I got them replaced last year, 2021. So by 2026, I need to have $2,500 saved up for my next pair of lenses. Pasaporte is passport, and I'm just trying to raise enough money for myself to get my passport. We don't plan to travel internationally for now, but I want to have it anyway just in case. I believe it's $195. And I don't have a lot of money right now because I just got started with this envelope maybe a couple of weeks. No, more like a couple of months ago. Yeah, we're already like halfway through February. Oh my God, just time flies. Vacation. I am like going hard on this envelope because we have two, maybe three trips planned for this year. One of them is to Atlanta. So I have been an Atlanta Braves baseball fan for as long as I can remember, since I was, a teenager, maybe even before that. I was an Atlanta Braves fan, and they won the World Series last year. I'm sorry if you're not a baseball fan. I am. My husband's actually a retired baseball player, not major leagues, local leagues, but he used to play baseball. And so I've had this like dream, like this bucket list item, to watch an Atlanta Braves game at their own park. So I've watched Atlanta Braves games in Florida in when I lived there, but I want to go to Atlanta and watch in their own park. So we have a vacation planned for April. It's only going to be 4 days. We'll just go catch a baseball game and hopefully, do some sightseeing. I need about $1,000 for that vacation. And then also my niece's quinceañero or quinceañera will be in June, and she lives in Texas. So we want to travel to, spend that weekend with her. And so hopefully I'll be able to stuff enough money for that. So this is one of my saving challenges. Um, Reto de ahorros, savings challenges, fondo de emergencias. So this will go into my emergency fund as well. So I believe there's 13. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah. There's 13 each of $5, $10, $15, and $20. In which, 1 week I'll do 5, the next I'll do 10, the next I'll do 15, and the next I'll do 20. That is how it's supposed to be done. That's the rule that I put to myself. But as you can see, like 1 week I was not able to do 20, so I just did 5. So whatever I can put in here, I'll put it. And then I don't even know how much this adds up to. I don't remember. I should have done that before I started filming. But whatever, I make from this challenge will go into like my emergency fund. This is my Christmas savings challenge. So this tracker is from Jordan Budgets. I love her. Oh my god, I love her channel. I love so many channels. Like I love Jeanette. Oh my god, what is the name of her channel? I think it's Budget with Jeanette. I love her so much. She's like the sweetest. And then there's Ureli. She has cash and plans. It's Ureli. And then there's a lot more. Those are just like the first ones that came to mind. But this is from Jordan Budgets, and I'll link her Etsy shop below, so you can go look for this if you like it. So right now each tree is $25, and I have $200. This is the only envelope that has a tracker, because I do track all of my categories on my on an Excel sheet on my computer. So I don't use paper trackers, but this one I have one, because this one I fund from different places. So I have it from my MasterCard rewards. I have 25 plus 25 is 50, and then from my change jar at $50. And then I also have just bills, cash. So I fund my Christmas from different areas, just because I feel like it's easier, and I want to have $1,000 at least here before Christmas. And this might be the third trip that we take, so we might travel to Florida to spend Christmas with my mom. Not 100% sure of this yet, because she might actually come to Puerto Rico. But we're preparing just in case. And this tracker is for my birthday fund. So it says it's my party, and I'll save if I want to. And I actually made this myself, and I do have it in my Etsy store. And I won't have a birthday party, but I do want to do something special for my birthday. We're not doing parties right now because of the whole COVID and whatever. And this is just some extra money that is actually not mine, that I'm saving for somebody else, safekeeping. But yeah, if you like this, I'll link my Etsy shop below. So last thing I want to show you, I think, is my coin jars. I have two of them. So, oh my god, this is so close to the camera. I'm so sorry. What's on a camera? It's a phone. But I do have $62.60, I believe it says. And this is for my Christmas funds, like I said. So this is just silver coins. Then I have this raunchy old mayonnaise mayo jar, which has my pennies, and it's kind of, you know, dirty and old, because I've been using this for years now, literally. And I put my pennies in here because at the end of the year I will donate these to the church. So they do like a fundraiser at the end of every year for Misionerito, which is missionaries that are living in other countries, and they need, you know, money to live off of in the countries that they are, because they dedicate their lives to the church. So I donate my pennies at the end of every year to the church, and they send them off to the missionaries. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching my very first video. My next video hopefully will be a cash stuffing. So, you know, I'll try my best to make it a little bit better than this one. Like I said before, my Etsy shop will be linked below if you know, want to take a look at my printables, and if there's something you would like to purchase from there, that's awesome. So yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hopefully you'll come along with me on this wonderful journey that I have been enjoying so much for almost a year now, and that I'll continue to enjoy and hopefully share with all of you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Many, many blessings, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.